go ahead and do a 7 days to die day 1 video. See how it goes. We'll do a private game. Check out these options. We'll adventure 18 hours, a little more action instead of sitting around. Go easy mode. Drop only the tool belt. 60-hour days, sounds good to me. Alrighty, start it out. Call this YouTube, since that's what I'm doing. The game already exists, what the heck. What did I do? Okay, delete that. Again, try this again. I guess I tried this the other day. I didn't play it. So, we'll really do it this time. Here we go. Alright. See how this goes. So let's hope for the good spawn. Don't land in Dogland. Don't end up in the city to start out. Bum, 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 bum. I think for day 1 I'm going to focus on getting materials, scouting out some surrounding area, and trying to find myself a good house to stay the night in the next 7 days in. I'm either looking for a really small house or the house, I don't really care actually which house I get. I don't really want a broken one. Doesn't matter. We'll see. More about the area. I want to be in a good area. Get maybe some cactus around me. Trees. We'll see. See where I spawn. Oh, perfect. Yucca to start with. Can't complain. Alright. Where am I started at? Let's check it out. I am very east. We're gonna work our way in. Just gonna work on getting some basic materials. I guess we'll break this wood. First thing I want to do is build a stone axe. Mainly because it's what you need to break stuff. You can't build one on punching stuff the entire time. It's not gonna work out too well. Alright, hopefully that's enough. How much is that? Yeah, should be good. I gotta get some rocks now. There's one. I think you need about 5. I might need 10 wood actually. I have to look at that. I might need 10. One more should suffice. I think that'll give me 5. Yeah. Oh no, I can make it now. Perfect. So there's only 2. Even better. Alright. As you can see, punching was dropping it by 1. Now I'm getting it going down by at least 10. Let's just load up on some wood. Stone right now. We'll get some wood in a little bit. Desert, not too bad. I can deal with the desert. The worst part about the desert is just the heat, but like you can see, you get your yucca early on. Best part. Ooh. Okay, it's not bad. We're next to some, next to the Fireland. It's not the end of the world. It's better than Dogland. That freaking sucks. We don't ever want to be there. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is drop all this back in here. Alright, let's get some wood. After you make a stone axe, the next thing you want to do is make a wooden club. That way I am able to fight off any random zombies that pop up. The good thing is, I am in my little safe zone to start the game. Unless you spawn in town. I learned that the hard way the other day. Game spawned me right in the middle of a town. Not sure why I would do that, but died to a dog in about 5 minutes. So, not much you can do there. But yeah, no, if you spawn out in here, usually you don't come around any zombies right away. Gives you a little bit of a nice opening safety bubble. But when I go outside of it, I'm going to be dealing with dogs in a little bit, so... Not dogs, zombies. Alright. So really all I do today is I mine a lot of stone, mine a lot of wood, mine a lot of plant fibers. Hopefully get a good amount of feathers. And I work on finding water. And on the way to finding water, I hopefully can find a nice house to sit the night in. I have zombies on run at night. I put them on run at night just because it makes the game harder. It's also the default setting, I believe. Had a couple people tell me they don't like it at night because it makes it too hard and not fun, but what's the point of the game? This game is not a hard game. If you get set up by day 21, you can literally avoid zombies the whole time. Like, honestly, this game is as hard as you want to make it. So, it's fun, because you get a build, and you get to be creative. And if you want to fight zombies, you're able to. But you can also make it really boring by playing too safe. And we don't want to play too safe. We want to play creative. Honestly, if you want to avoid zombies for the first 3 horde nights, all you do is go find a house and sit on the top of the house. They will never get you at the top of the house. So, you really don't have to worry about anything at that point. But we're not going to play it safe. We might play it safe the first horde night just because... I don't know. It's the easiest time to play it safe. Did that thing die? I think that might have been a chicken that just died. Don't know. Let's go see. We might have just got lucky. Got some meat. I don't usually go hunting for meat early on. Usually wait in the day. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, there was a rabbit. Aren't you a rabbit? There we go. Got some meat. The good thing is we should get some bones too after this. Nope, you don't get bones from rabbits. Alright. Is there a little cactus or did I really just run into this big one? The answer is I ran into the big one. Another one. Did you guys hear that? That was another rabbit. That one might have been a chicken. Pretty good. Can't go wrong with meat from the start. An easy meat. Oh no, there it is. Honestly, if we followed this thing, it would probably run into a cactus and die. So, we don't really need to worry about that. Come here, rabbit. Did I just make you run back the other way? Where the heck did you just go? Alright, well this rabbit just disappeared on me. Whatever. Anyway, where am I on the map? I want to work my way toward the center, just because the town's in the center. And once you go this way to the east, you run into the dead zone. You take damage, and the dead zone's like the border of the map, and you can't really do much. I'm south, so I can go north. I can go west. West is probably where I really want to go. Get back towards the middle a little bit. Don't want to get too close to the middle just because, well, oh, look at that. It's a bag. Usually there's a big city center of the map. So, we'll avoid that for now because we don't have the firepower or the necessities to really go fight zombies in there or even search it right now. I don't really recommend going into a city in the first 7 days to begin with because the first 7 days are really about just building up your stats. Building up your stats and finding a place to... Oh hey, look at that. A house. That's actually a pretty decent house. We'll go chill at that house, I think. Nah, we probably won't chill at that house. We'll mark it on the map, though. Where are we? Yeah, we can always come back. Around 1800 is when you really want to look for the house at the night. We can usually always make it back. In case you didn't know, it gets dark at 2200. And at 2200, depending on your settings, default is zombies start to run. And running zombies are a little more difficult to actually deal with. It's not impossible, but it's also not the most fun thing in the world with a level 1 wooden club. One zombie here and that's fine, but when you start dealing with multiple zombies running at you, yeah, you're gonna need more than a level 1 wooden club. Oh, another thing ran into a cactus. So I would say the most important thing is, for me right now, is hidden stone. Get more stone so that I can really grind out my stone axes in the middle of the night. That's what I plan on doing day 1. Plan on having a good amount of resources so that I can just grind out levels. I'll put down 6 chests, sit there and make 200 stone axes, 300 stone axes, and yeah, hopefully get them to level 100 by tomorrow. That's the goal. It really depends on how much stone you have. I like more because there's 2 things you can do when you do that. You can either sit there and grind, build them all, and then delete them all, and get a portion of your resources back, which is the smartest thing to do. But it's also the most time-consuming thing to do. And I do it sometimes if I have nothing else to do. Like, let's say I only have 50 rock when I start doing this. I'm not about to go... I'd have to go and scrap them, get some rock back so I can make more. But my goal is to have like 300-400 rocks so I don't have to worry about doing that. But really what I want to do is start to go get some... Oh, another house. Usually I like going to houses to search them, but since I killed that rabbit, I have that meat on me. And the thing about meat is that it's going to draw zombies. See, that zombie can already sense me. I'm hunted. Mainly because... Are we by a town? What's the third house real close? I feel like we're in a mini area. Alright. Let's get this thing out of the way. Scrap that. Let's build a couple of these. Build 3 of them. See, as you can see, I have a crap. Didn't want to do that. Alright, move that over here. You always want to have your bandage on you. That way, you are not at a disadvantage when you get hit by a zombie. And you start bleeding out. See, I took another one. Jeez. That's not the best house. That's actually one of probably the worst house. It's just nothing's there. And that's a trader. Wow. Alright. Traders are useful. Pretty sure that's a trader. Usually the flags mark off the traders. Yeah, it's a trader. Well, we're not gonna go to them right now. Could care less. The traders were put in the game to make it a little bit easier. Get some materials. So. Actually, I used to play this game before traders were even in the game. And I can tell you, they put traders in the game afterwards, which made it a bit easier. But boy, were they needed when they weren't here. You couldn't make bullets because you could never find calipers. You needed calipers to make the bullet tips or bullet casings, or maybe both. I don't remember which. But you're pretty much handicapped. Oh, we found water. Look at that. This is honestly a very easy setup. But you need bullet tips, and you wouldn't be able to make them because you didn't have calipers. You can never find calipers, and usually you can find calipers at a working stiffs. Well, no, you couldn't find them. Couldn't find that ever. And a tool and die set you couldn't find ever. So you couldn't make rockets either. So pretty much you were screwed out of making bullets. So you could only make them if you found bullet cases off of zombies, or if you got lucky with finding bullets. But you're pretty much handicapped to a point. So we really needed the traders back then so that we could actually... Dang, there's 2 of them. They're next to each other. We could make some bullets. But they fixed it. They made the spawn rate of calibers. They actually probably put them in the game. I don't even know if they were in the game before. And then, but now they're in the game, you can find them. So the trader's not as important. But the trader's nice. You find some good stuff at the trader. Makes the game easier. The game's pretty much, a lot of the game's RNG based, and it's based upon how fast you find the items. And if you're struggling with finding the items, getting bad luck, then the game's gonna be a struggle for longer. Really, it's just the schematics. Just want to find certain schematics earlier than later so that you can progress a little quicker. But it doesn't matter. I can tell you, I played this game. I get to day 85 before I really had much before when it first started. In the early 4 stages of beta. It's easy to progress. Really, all the main things you just want to do is focus on your skills, because that's the one thing you can adjust yourself by just putting time into it. That house might be where we're staying. The fact that we're here, I mean, also in the desert, the funny thing is that when you first spawn, you don't get affected by heat very quickly. You'll get affected by it over time, but the first day you hardly get affected. The first day is kind of your easy learn how to play day. The goal of 1,000 wood. I would like 500 stone. And about 1,000 plant fibers would be nice. But I'll take it even plant fibers. 500 so I'd deal with. We'll get the plant fibers from the cactus mostly. because you can double farm that way. You get the plant fibers and you also get the yucca. And yucca is great because it, well, gives you food. Oh, we got another one. And it smells me. Hello, little zombie. I swear I just saw a bee. Gotta get the run in, run out motion going. It's the most effective for hitting and then not taking damage from zombies. Did I just see a bee? No, I saw a floating zombie. Okay. That is not what I expected to see. Wow. I have my sensitivity up high, which is not a bad thing or a good thing in this game. It's just kind of however your preferences. But with higher sensitivity, the harder it's going to be to actually be accurate with your hits on zombies. I have my sensitivity high because I like playing other video games. And the other video games, usually the higher the sensitivity, the better off you are. So I don't wanna, because if you play this game on the default sensitivity, you are going to hate your life moving back to games like Call of Duty and Fortnite and such, because it's just too hard to turn around in those games after getting used to this. So sensitivities are something you gotta deal with. Is that zombie still up there? No, we're good. It has gotten better. I think what we will do right now is we will go ahead and kill all the zombies around this house. Once we kill all of those, we'll go inside and set it up for the evening. Put in some doors, or yeah, probably put some. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll save the doors for later. I don't know what we're gonna do with the house. We're definitely gonna get rid of the zombies. Multiple. Usually each house in the game's gonna have like 3 to 5 zombies around it. The reason being is makes it more realistic. If you have a house, most likely people used to live in the house, so like something happened with an apocalypse and the people didn't travel too far away from the house that they used to live in. There's probably gonna be one more nearby. Yep, there he is. Alrighty, let's aim for the head. You do get better hits at the head, you'll do more damage. Let's see who else is nearby. Quick way to see if you're got one nearby is crouch. Tell me if you're sensed. If I go closer, it'll tell me I'm hunted. Watch. Here we go. Yep, hunted. Okay. Alright. Now we got that taken care of. We are undetected. We hear no more zombies nearby. We can go ahead and get inside and check it out. I will go upstairs first. This house is an easy house. You can either go in and break a doorway, or you can break the glass on the side and hop right in. The zombies cannot hop in, so you're safe by that. So that's always nice. We will go ahead and search everything. Yes, that is actually what I was looking for. And scrap this, scrap this, scrap a couple things. A couple things I don't really care for early on in the game. A lot of this stuff will come in handy later on, but early on, a lot of this stuff you can just scrap for resources. Okay. So what we will do is make a chest. This is where we're going to spend the night. So we're going to make a chest. We're going to take that chest, put it here. Put the chest down. Open the chest. Put that meat away, mainly. That way we don't get chased around by zombies anymore. We found some antibiotics. It's always nice because early on in the game, zombies will infect you, and if you're infected early on and can't find antibiotics, is not a good thing. So, luckily, we don't have to deal with that because we already found some. Now, I can put the yucca back too. Alright. We'll deal with the bottom of the house later on. We'll deal with that later too. Alright, so let's see where we've gone. Now we will go this way so that we can just scout out a bit, see what's surrounding us. We'll pick up some yucca along the way. I kept my bandage on me because, like I said, any zombie can make you bleed out, any cactus can make you bleed out, so if you just, it's just luck based, and if you get unlucky and you hit a cactus, you start bleeding out, well, you don't want to not have a bandage around you or else you will die. So yeah, have a bandage at all times. First aid kit's the same thing, but better. The important thing now, we look at our materials. We have enough wood. We want to focus on stone. Stone is probably the main thing we want to focus on now. And clearing the general area of zombies. Approaching 1600. First aid schematic. These are schematics. They unlock skills. See, we just got that little book icon to light up. Usually it's grayed out, as you can see, grayed out. But when it's lit up, it means you know it's schematic and can now make that stuff. Rock. Now, as I'm going along and playing this, I'm just kind of commentating here and there. Keep me entertained. Also, if anybody does watch this, and I don't know which level of gameplay you will be at, some of you might be beginners, some of you might just be trying to figure out ways to improve your own gameplay. So either way, I'm gonna say a few things here and there that is maybe repetitive, but also may give you some unknown knowledge that you can try out later on. So forgive me if what I say is common sense, but some people might not think so. I would say for me, for the longest time, I did not realize that low-level items could be increased by just crafting new ones. So that is... something is really struggling over there. Oh, I see it. That thing just definitely had to die. We'll see. In case you haven't noticed, sound is very important for this game. It is how you listen to zombies approaching you, and it's also how you listen to your surroundings. And the sound not the greatest in this game, could be a lot better, but The way it's at currently, not bad either. Let's see if that thing ended up dying. And it did. Stupid rabbit. We're not even hitting the rabbit either, unfortunately. My pickaxe just broke. Oh, my pickaxe, my stone axe. There it is, stone axe. I am currently harvesting these animals with my stone axe. You don't want to do that. I'm only doing it because I don't have another means for it. The best thing to harvest the animals with is a bone chip early on, and then eventually a hunting knife. You get more materials, such as more meat, and you also get... You just get more materials overall. Animal hide, animal fat, and just some raw meat. Do I hear another zombie? No. I think we'll keep walking out until about 19. 19 will turn around and come on back and hit some cactuses on the way back. As you can see, I completely have cleared out, for the most part, the zombies around our house. So because of that, we don't have anything to really worry about on the way back. We should be completely fine and safe. So if we get back a little later than we wanted to, we shouldn't have to fight anything. Which is always nice. Now I'm going to keep moving on because I am low on stamina. So we're in the desert, and the worst thing about the desert, well, there's two worst things. One is cactuses. Cactuses are also great and bad, because the worst thing about the cactuses is that they're spiky and they will deal damage to you. And you would think, oh, okay, that's easy, just avoid running into the cactuses, which sounds easy and simple, until you find the little tiny cactuses, which you don't see half the time and you run into anyway. Those cactuses are annoying, and you'll run into them a lot. So that's one of the reasons. The second reason, and probably the most annoying thing about the desert, is the heat. You will overheat quite a bit, meaning you need to make sure you have heat-resistant clothing on, clothing that gives you less overall heat. That will be stuff like bandanas, cowboy hats, and like certain. Does that one just die too? Where are you at? We just had another chicken die, because animals, of course, are stupid. Honestly, the IQ of animals in this game are very, very low. We found one. This is one of the faster zombies in the game. A lot of the time, these are the crawlers. There we go. Let's get this thing finished. That reason right there is the reason I have a second wooden club ready to go. Right after my first one gets low. See, there's another one over there. I was looking for that chicken, but I don't know where it died at. Did that chicken die? I don't know. It's okay. In the meantime, we're gonna go kill that nurse. Nurses are great to kill, probably the best zombie to kill early on, just because of the heals it can give you. 50% of the time, they will give you some type of healing item. Oh, is that it? Is that the chicken? No, that's the shadow. And the healing item are the best thing to get early on. As time goes on and you eat better foods, you'll increase your wellness, and your wellness is your health bar there at the bottom left. Mine currently says 88 out of 100. So, it's pretty good. Oh my gosh, where are they all coming from? Later on in the game, you get wandering hordes throughout the day, usually one a day at the start. And, they're not that bad. Unless they come, like, at 2100 and they destroy your base. Or you're dealing with them all night long. That sucks. Alright, so. Like I said, I wanted to go search a little more further this way before we make our way back. Let's see how far I can get. Pick up some yucca along the way. So we got lucky, we hit desert and water literally right next to each other, which doesn't happen very often, especially when you start. Like, I have had times, I played a game the other day where I literally went a whole 5 days without finding water. And it's not like I wasn't looking for water, it just sucked, and you couldn't find water. That's something over there. What was that? It looked like a chicken or a pig. But, yeah, water is very important in this game. Or yucca. And if you don't have either of them, you're kind of screwed. The good thing about yucca that helps you not need water, and eventually yucca is going to be really what you only want to drink, is that you can make yucca juice, which is the equivalent of water for the most part. And it keeps your hydration up. In this game, if you didn't know, you can get dehydrated and you can starve to death, which is not a fun way to go. I have not died from it personally, but I have played with people who have. And, well, it's pretty much the most neglectful way you can die. So, yucca, like I was saying, for yucca, you can make into yucca juice, which is kind of like water, but gives you wellness, so it's better in my opinion. Also, yucca can be eaten, and it solves your food issue, so as long as you have a glass jar and yucca, you're never going to go hungry or die of thirst. Alright, we're going to start making our way back. Hopefully we have about 300 stone by now. That's the hope. We have 326. And we're set. Is that it? No. Yeah, see? This little thing, like I was talking about earlier. You can't see this. Like, if I'm running through here, I have no idea that's there. And you just run right into it. And it sucks. So we're gonna head back now. Make sure to pick out some more yucca. Hopefully run into a couple more birds' nests. I think I only have like 60 feathers. Oh, I have 200 feathers. Wow, I'm stupid. But I don't know how I did not notice I had a lot of feathers. But okay, cool. The cool thing about feathers, which I will tell you guys
You suck. Cause you suck.
in a little bit, is that, I got another zombie right there. Let's take care of this guy. Hold up. I know earlier I said, oh, we don't have to worry about zombies because we already cleared them out. Yep, nope, completely wrong about that. We obviously missed a bunch. Hopefully we knocked them both down. Back up real quick. Alright, we got rid of that one. Alright. This is not going well. Got him out of the way and got her out of the way. Alright. Go back to our house. That was it, I'm pretty sure. Now that we are here, we can see what's going on. Bird's nest? No, it's a rock.
Stick to Twitch, loser.
Very funny. Thanks for your comments. I appreciate them. Twitch is cool, but I'm rather put it on YouTube for now. And babe, I know that's you. I see your name on my feed, so you can cut it out, homie. But yes, that is it, because I see the window is completely destroyed. Alright, we got another hour before we gotta get
so
inside.
You can read.
Let us finish getting some yucca, getting some plant fiber so we can grind out a couple levels.
I obviously thought that you wouldn't know it as me.
Alright. Probably just get a couple more cactus right now. I make 3 stone axes early on because it makes it easier, so when one breaks you can just switch to the next one. You don't have to worry about switching. Another 45 minutes left before I gotta get inside. No more zombies nearby. It's always nice. Don't want to be messing with zombies right before the night hits. My stamina's at 0. So when your stamina gets down to 0, you do less damage to the rock or the item you're hitting. Also, same with how your durability is. And after you see at the bottom, my pickaxe is 15. Once that drops, once the little bar below it drops to the end, like the level 11 and 13 have, it does less as well. So we'll sit here, let my stamina heal up, and I'll show you how much you can do when it's full. Check out the map, see what I did today. Really didn't do much scouting-wise, mainly because we found water right away. We found our food in the desert, and we got enough materials to do what we need to do. We know that this is the fire land right here, not a bad area. You can find a lot of guns in this area. And we're actually in a pretty good spot. So as you can see, I'm doing 12 now. 12 at 75 instead of the 6, so I pretty much doubled that by just having a higher stamina. And we got 10 minutes, so we're just gonna finish cutting this rock and then go back inside. I believe that is the house that way. So we'll start journeying over there. And this is why it is important to make sure you get rid of the zombies by the house early on, so that if we do go back a little bit later, we're not too concerned about the zombies finding us and attacking us. first thing I'm gonna do is make sure to put away this meat. That way, if any zombies come stumbling across that night, they will not smell us. Which means they will leave us alone, which is always nice. Alright, I will scrap these. Get some rock back. I am going to eat some food. Kind of chilly. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is make some yucca juice. Go ahead and make some. Go to yucca, click recipes to get yucca juice. Just max that out. Make my 6 bottles, and we're good. Now I will eat some food. I could make the meat, but I'd rather wait and hopefully find a grill. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I can make some bacon and eggs since I have eggs and meat. Bacon and eggs cost 1 meat, 2 eggs. It's a pretty healthy meal. But right now we're not going to worry about that. Eat the peaches too. And finish eating some yucca. One nice perk of yucca is that if you're trying to run home and you're out of stamina, especially early on in the game where your stamina goes quick, you've been out all day, and you have a stack of 50 yucca, you can eat the yucca, and it will give you stamina as you're running, so you can boost up your stamina in the middle of your run, which is very nice. And then you can, instead of having like 100 stamina, you can suddenly have like 200, 300, 400, depending on how fast you can eat that yucca. And as long as you have enough, and as long as you're hungry, really. Alright, we will finish right there. Alright, so tonight's plan is pretty simple. I'm going to put the yucca, juice, and gas jar in. We have these materials. So what we are going to do is a couple things. First, we are going to build 2 doors. One for upstairs, one for downstairs. Next, we're gonna build quite a few chests. We'll build 6 chests. Alright, now that we got that taken care of, we will start with our objective over here in the right hand corner. Craft a bedroll. I usually wait until the nighttime to do this. No, I'm gonna craft my bedroll. Would have been a good idea to first craft a stone axe so I could actually get rid of this wooden door. But obviously, I didn't do that. Alright, now craft that stone axe. Alright, so now we got the stone axe, we also got our bed. So the stone axe goes there. Take the bed. The bed, bedroll is what lets you can't actually sleep, but the bedroll lets you spawn there. So like if you die in the wilderness somewhere, you spawn back on your bedroll instead of in a completely random spot on the map, which is always nice. Alright, so now we got that done for. We crafted another stone axe. That's our next objective. Doing that. We're gonna break this door so we can make another one. The next objective is a wooden club. No, it's plant fiber. I guess wooden club is after this. Alright, so we will first do the plant fiber stuff. Alright, like I said, in the desert you want a hat. The hat is what keeps you cool. But the objective makes you do a hood, which isn't bad. Same thing, just not gonna help you out as much in the desert. So, what was about the, oh yeah, the door. Put the door up. I like putting them out more. That way they have a less chance of hitting your wall. Alright, so now we have crafted our plant fiber items. We are going to equip them. Oops. Alright, they have been equipped. Now we will get rid of this door too. Alright, now we gotta craft our wooden club. wooden club has been crafted. Door has been built. Alrighty. So you can see our wooden club is level 4 now. You get experience by crafting and by also hitting zombies and like doing damage to them. So luckily I did damage to it and I got it. So now bow and arrow. So the cool thing about the bow and arrow is that you can see every time I pretty much craft a club early on, I get 1 level higher on the club. The arrows do the same thing. Every time you craft an arrow, you pretty much boost up your levels. So the nice thing about this is you can do a crap ton of arrow crafting, and then you will get your weapon level up very quickly. Which is one perk of doing all the crafting at nighttime. Get to raise your levels. Alright, so we have these chests right here. I'm going to set up for what I plan on doing a little later. We'll go this way for now. What I plan on doing with these chests, I'll show you guys later, but I'm going to I will take my stone axe and I will max out the amount I can build, which is only 38 right now. So I might not actually end up doing it. But let's go, let me show you, like with wooden club, I can do it. Wooden club, where's the wooden club at anyway? Right here. Max that out, like I'd make 96 of these. Then I'd make them, and as I'm making it, I'd fill these boxes with it so that I can continue to make more in my inventory space, because once you have no inventory space, the crafting stops. So we don't want that. Alright, as we're waiting for these to finish building, go look some more. So it's nighttime, it's pretty dark down here. Like, I can still see, but if you have your settings on a very low gamma setting, you won't be able to see down here at all, and that would really suck. When I upgrade this. So what I did is I went in my settings. You can only do this while you're not in the game, you have to do this at the main menu. But I turned the settings for a gamma up about 60 to 70% up. I don't have it all the way because I think that's too bright, and darkness does play a solid role in the attitude of this game. But this game's defaults are just way too dark, man. Like, you cannot see sometimes and it just sucks. So turn that gamma up. Alright. Got some more items. Check this toilet. Toilets are a good place for guns. They're a secret little location. Doesn't make much sense, but yeah, they are. This door I'm not really too concerned about. Yeah, we'll break it because there's nothing else to do. But the main thing about this door, behind this door you have a safe, and the safe will pretty much have gun parts. And the gun parts right now aren't going to do as much. Later on you want to search these safes for gun parts because, well, you'll be able to craft guns and weapons, and you want higher gun parts, so the safes have a chance to give you high level gun parts. Right now if we search this we'll probably get like a sub 100 level gun parts just because we have low scavenging. And low about everything. We only have 2 minutes left to wait for these arrows. Weaponsmithing is going up rather quickly with these arrows, which is nice. As you will see, for example, we have I just made a level 4 wooden club. I could have made a wood bow right afterwards, and a wooden bow, if I made those before the arrows, would have been level 5. But since I'm making them after the arrows, my leveling skill is going to go up substantially, and you will be able to see that when my wooden bow is crafted, you'll see how much higher of a level it is. Alright, well, we're done with this. Crap that. We will go ahead and make a couple of these. And we're done with that. I literally have nothing to do, so I'm going to punch this safe. that's how nights go, for the most part, depending on your settings. If you have your zombies set to walk only, you can go out and do whatever you want at nighttime. If you have them set to run, usually you don't want to go out during nighttime. Because one zombie, you can die to anything in this game. You can die to one zombie, you can die to a cactus, you can die to fall damage. If the zombie's running, you have a much better chance to die. Alright, so, level 4, club right there. Let's see what level my bow's at. My bow is at level 99. Check that out. Pretty good. So you craft those. Actually, what is the, how much insulation does that do? Yeah. Definitely not wear those boots, actually. It's the desert, so you see these boots do add 4 degrees to me. We don't want that. This add 2 degrees to me. So we'd much rather be wearing these than the ones that add 4 degrees to me. We definitely don't want this red shirt on. That's 2 degrees to me. So what we're gonna do, well, actually we'll add that because yeah, this one has 2 degrees as well. So we'll scrap that. What I was planning on doing, put that right here, is finishing my objective. So we need to make wood frames. Wood frames are how you make your bases. Pretty much your key to building. So we need to make 3 of these. Craft those. Those right here. Just fill this hole. Place one more. And then we'll place it right here. Upgrade now. Alright, it's upgraded. Cool, man. One last thing to do. Alright, now I'm going to craft my campfire. My last objective for the night. Got this thing, put that here. We will put that right here on the oven. Mainly because I don't want to walk on it by accident and catch on fire. So we got that finished. And we got a skill point for it. So, next one is to journey to a settlement, which is like the trader, which we already found. As you can see, it is right there. Very easy. So, what I do with the rest of my time, so I have my nighttime set to 18 hours total game time. So my nighttime goes away at 4 AM, so we have another hour left. In that hour, all I'm going to do is craft stone axes. Up those levels a little bit. We already got our, and actually I'm going to craft one more wooden club too, because that's going to be level 100. So we can go ahead and scrap that, and might as well scrap this too. We will put away the items we found so we can set ourselves up to go scavenge again in the morning. Go ahead and drop all this off. We can wear these. Doesn't really matter for those. Alright. So yeah, the more you build, the quicker your stuff goes up. So 25, they're already at 48 by building just 8 of these. So it goes up quick. And since we have nothing else to do, so the point of these chests is to spam build. So when this thing gets full and I have no more space, it will stop building. So what I do is I just load it into the chest. And I have more room to build. Makes it easy, makes it quick. And easy to do. And then when you have time, when you have nothing else to do, you can always go back into that chest and you can go on it and scrap the item. I'm going to upgrade this. Just zombies tend to go for doors, so having higher level doors is always nice. Alright, so 30 minutes until daytime. What we will do is drink up one more time, eat up one more time, make sure we are set to go out and scavenge. Alright, we will put the cooking pot in here. With a cooking pot you can now make bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs is nice. We'll actually make a few of those just to show that. I can only actually make 3. I got 4 meat, but I can only make 3 of them. But here we go. Oh yeah, you need to put a little bit of wood in here. Pushing square gives you half the stack. So we do that. Now I go to bacon and egg. Max that out. Alright, we're good with that. So we built that. I have my level 100 club. So we will go ahead and scrap this stuff. Alright, it is now 4 AM. We have survived the first night. Another pretty painless day. We actually got really lucky with the spawn. Really lucky with the location and everything. So there's not much to worry about. Oops, didn't want to drop that. Pick that back up. Alright, so now we will put this bottle in here. We have bacon and eggs. You look at the bacon and eggs. Gives you fullness and wellness. Wellness boosts your health, which is very nice. Alright, so now that is done, I'm going to turn this off to conserve firewood. Alright, that's day 1. Hopefully that was enjoyable, and we will see you back for day 2 next time.